Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine, and I want you to start today with the topic about the future tense. I want to tell you that your grades are already on the platform. They are on Google Classroom. If you want, you can see them on the platform, okay? Your first assignment and the second one, which was a conversation between you and one of your classmates. Today we're going to study about the future tense. To talk about future, we use will. I know that you have already studied this in high school, the will to refer to something that hasn't happened now or in present, okay? This is to refer to future. There's no difference, it says, in the use of the verb in any personal pronoun. We say, for example, I will, you will, he or she, it will, we, they will, I want, you want, he, she, or it, okay? Um, Okay, that is in the positive way, affirmative way. I will study tomorrow. I will play soccer next week. You will come next week. He will come next Monday. We will go to Panama City next year. That's in affirmative, okay? In negative, in negative we use the word not after the word will. For example, I will not play soccer with my friends next weekend. You will not come next Monday to school. He will not cook in the afternoon. We will not, for example, we will not sing with you in the next ceremony, for example, okay? That is in the negative way, negative. Um, if you want to contract this form in negative, you can do it. Then we use want. I want study tomorrow. It's the same. Want, this word here, want, is the same will not, okay? That is a contraction. I will not study. Then you can change it for I won't study, or you will not come, you won't come. It's the same, it's the contraction. Will not equals won't. So in summary, we have to make the affirmative, we use the subject, which is the person or object that you talk about, subject, plus will, plus the verb base form, plus complement. For examples, he will play tomorrow. They will study French in 2 years. I will travel to Spain next Sunday. This is in affirmative. Affirmative. Negative. To make that negative, we just add not to the previous formula or replace will by won't, okay? Subject plus will plus not plus verb. Base form plus complement. Or subject plus won't plus verb, base form plus complement. Examples. They won't fight tomorrow. Or they will not fight tomorrow. Another example, I will not do your homework. I will not do your homework. Or if you want to do it in contract form, it is I won't do your homework. In the interrogative, what is the interrogative? Is when you make questions. We use this will in front of the sentence at the beginning of the sentence, subject plus verb plus complement plus the quotation, the question mark, okay? The question mark. Examples. Will you study with me? Will you study with me? You notice that we have the word will at the beginning of the sentence. Always, when you are going to do a question, you have to use an auxiliary. In this case, is will, okay? Will at the beginning or in front of the sentence. And the answers can be two, in negative or affirmative. Will you study with me? Answer in affirmative way. Yes, I will. This is affirmative. Yes, comma, I will. Negative. No, I won't. Or no, I will not. It's the same, okay? Remember that. Another example. Will she dance with me? Will she dance with me? Yes, she will. No, she won't. Or no, she will not. This is in interrogative form. Remember that to ask questions, to make questions, okay? Always use the word will at the beginning of the sentence. Will you have a test next week? Probably you will have a test next week, okay? Then we're going to continue. Remember, if you have any question, let me know. You can write it down on the WhatsApp group and I will answer you as soon as possible, okay? Don't be afraid to ask any question. You can do it without fear, okay? Don't be afraid. Okay, words and expressions referring to future. How do you know when a person is talking in future tense? Well, when you see these words or phrases, the person is talking or the subject is talking in future tense. For example, in a year, you have to learn that by heart. In a year, next month, in the future, in a couple of years, next October, the day after tomorrow, next week, next month, okay? And there are some words that are used to assume that the person is talking in future. For example, probably, I think, maybe, perhaps. But you have to see the context, okay? The context in which the person is talking or the context in which the person is writing. For example, I can say, probably I will go to Chitre City next Monday. In that case, you are using the word probably to refer to future. It depends on the context. It says, in a couple of years, there won't be Transantiago anymore. In a couple of years, there won't be Transantiago anymore. I will drive a car next week. You see the phrase here? In a couple of years to refer to future. In this sentence, the expression to refer to future is next week. I will drive a car next week. It says, will expresses a spontaneous decision and assumption with regard to the future or an action in the future that cannot be influenced. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Will expresses an spontaneous decision and assumption with regard to the future or an action in the future that cannot be influenced. Uses of will. It is to refer to a spontaneous decision. For example, wait, I will help you. Or probably someone is knocking at the door and you are at home, you say, oh, I will open the door. In that case, it's a spontaneous decision. Okay? Spontaneous decision. I will help you. I will go with you. Something spontaneous. Assumption regarding the future. She will probably come back tomorrow. Assumption, okay? Assumption regarding the future. She will probably come back tomorrow. Next slide. Other uses of will. A promise. When you promise something, you say, you use the future tense with will, okay? The simple present, the simple, the simple future tense, sorry. I will help you with your homework. That's a promise. I will help you with your homework. or also an action that can be influenced. It will rain tomorrow. If you look at the sky, you can say, oh, it will rain tomorrow. Okay? Conditional clauses type 1. If you study, you will pass English. If you study, you will pass English. That's conditional. Conditional clauses type 1. If you do this, you will get that. Okay? Remember, if you have any question, let me know. Now, think about things you will do in your future and things you will not do in your future. Okay? I want you to participate writing sentences on the group of WhatsApp there, okay? And tell me things about things you will do in your future and things you will not do in the future, okay? Here we have some example. Next year I will buy a guitar. Tomorrow I will know everything about the future. If you want me to call you, okay, on the cell phone, I can call you. I'm going to call you to ask you that, okay? So be ready because in any moment I will call you up to know your answers or ask you some questions to know if you really have understood this topic. You have also a document there on the Google Classroom in which you can start working, okay? You will have time to do that. Probably next week you will have a test including the previous topics, the simple present tense and the simple past tense and the future. So I hope you are studying really, really, okay? Seriously. Well, I'm going to stop here. If you have any question, please let me know. Don't be afraid of asking anything. See you.